What's up, guys? This is Matt, and I know what you're thinking. What on earth is on the screen right now? This is a new game that I cannot stop playing, Gotham City Imposters. This just dropped last week on the PS3, the Xbox, and the PC. You can pick it up on any of those three platforms for $14.99, and then I think, 1,200 Microsoft points on the Xbox. You get the idea. This is Gotham City Imposters. I'm not gonna lie, it feels strangely like Team Fortress 2. However, PC Gamer just rated Team Fortress 2 as the number 3 greatest game of all time. So really, that comparison's not a bad thing. Basically, in this game, you're a regular person that has decided to run around and do the busy work of either the Bat or the Joker. So everyone's running around with crazy hand-painted bat symbols, ridiculous costumes, really weird gadgets, and each round that you play, you earn costume tokens and weapon unlocks and different character unlocks, and it allows you to further customize your character. Now, I don't really want to sit and explain what you're seeing on the screen. This is just a bunch of clips of me playing. Yesterday was the first day I downloaded it, so it's just going to kind of give you an idea if this looks like the kind of game for you. I'm going to talk about your loadout, some of the things that you can customize in the game. So to start with, in your loadout, your first slot is your ready weapon, or your primary weapon. Now these are things like rifles, small machine guns, heavy guns, shotguns, snipers, launchers, anything you can think of in your ready weapon slot. Your second slot is your secondary weapon. Now this can also be any weapon. You're not restricted to handguns or anything like that that you see in other first-person shooter games. Now, within these categories, you can also add attachments to your guns or different weapon camouflages. So there's tons of customizable, there's tons of things to do to customize your character. The third slot in your loadout is your support item. These are things like boomerangs, throwing stars, traps, dynamite. For me, these are like my grenades. If I see someone coming, I can throw a stick of dynamite, hide around the corner. They're going to get hurt a little bit, and by the time they come around the corner, I'm ready to shoot them. They really don't have a chance. Your next slot is your gadget. Now, generally, this will help you move around the map. You have a grappling hook that can hook onto anything but the sky, really. Even if you're up in the air and you want to shoot the ground to get down faster, you can do that. There's a glider, which will let you, once you jump, you could deploy it and obviously glide around. You're not going to be flying, so you can't go any higher than you were when you jumped, but you get the idea. There's spring shoes, which allow you to jump really high after you charge them. That way, you can't just constantly jump. They're called like inflatable shoes or inflatable soles or something. They let you double jump in the air. And there's roller skates and targeting goggles and ninja smoke bombs and stuff like that. You get the idea. The next slot down is you choose a character type. Now, really, the only important change that you can make here is your body type, which that affects your overall health, speed, and melee. I think there's 4 choices. On the one end of the spectrum, there's the body type that's going to move really quickly while having really low health. And on the other end, there's the person that's going to move really slow but give you maybe 3 times the health. You can, however, customize your face and the character's voice, which the enemy will hear when you kill them. There's kind of like a little taunt that plays every time you die. That's the enemy. So your custom voice, people will hear it. It's just not that important. The next 2 slots down are fun facts. They remind me of like perks in Call of Duty. There are facts that let you bring up your weapons faster after you sprint, or moving faster, maybe not showing up on the radar, taking less damage, increased melee attacks. Now, they do exist in 2 separate slots, and you can't choose 2 things from the same slot. So it's a lot like the perk system in Call of Duty. We're all used to it already, so it doesn't matter. The next category down is Rampage. To me, this reminds me of the kill streaks and the death streaks in Call of Duty, except that they're in one tier, so you can only choose one or the other. The difference is between, I think it's 1,200 points worth of damage, or if you die 5 times. You could choose one or the other, and they're pretty much the same for each. There's a Rampage that let me think. One does more damage. Now, you could have it turn on after you get that 1,200 points or after you die 5 times. So it's one or the other. At the end of a match, you're also going to earn costume tokens, which allow you to customize your costume. Because much like Call of Duty or Team Fortress 2, at the beginning of every match, you're going to get thrown onto a random team. You don't get to choose. So you're either going to start the match and you're going to be a Joker or you're going to be a Batman. So the costume coins are going to allow you to unlock things like hairdos and accessories and shirts and pants and shoes, capes for the bats. I don't think there's capes. I think the Joker, he wears like something around his neck, or there's like a flower or something. You know, like the old school Joker had that squirting flower that he used to wear on the lapel of his suit. So those are different things that are, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be customizable. It's really not going to affect your game. But I love that they threw it in there. Normally, I don't care about customizing myself. You know, Call of Duty, you just jump in the game, it doesn't matter. But, you know, Team Fortress, that was always fun. There was different things you can add. You could have a hat on or, you know, stuff like that. So it is fun to do. It's just not something you think about all the time. Now, you see me right here. I was using the grappling hook to try to get up onto the roof. There are barriers within the level. However, they're really high. There was already a rooftop that you could stand on a little bit below the one I was trying to get on. So you're not limited too much, but you can't go anywhere. The grappling hook does allow you... Look at that snipe. That was beautiful. This is a great spot right here. I'm probably going to give myself away now because I was able to sit in there for a good 10 minutes the other day and nobody saw me. Anyway, so I'm just going to stop here. I'm very excited about this game. Like I said, you can get it for the PS3 or the PC for $14.99, and I believe the equivalent of that is 1,200 Microsoft points or 1,400 Microsoft points, whatever the equivalent of the $15 is. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check this game out. This is Matt. Until next time.